This video is essentially supposed to convince you to not watch Tribhanga. So brace yourself. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video today, I want to talk about another Netflix original film that was released pretty recently called Tribhanga. I was so surprised to see most of the people talking about this movie in such a positive light. But hopefully after watching this video, you'd be able to see why this movie is so problematic. Before we dive right in, there are some things I want to mention. This review will contain spoilers, so be warned. And I want to give content warning regarding pedophilia, sexual abuse, domestic violence, and mental abuse. So please be careful and proceed with this video only if you're comfortable. Also, just a side note, if any of these topics are your triggers, then this movie is not for you. With that out of the way, let's get into this review. Tribhanga tells the story of three women, Anu, Nayan and Masha, spanning three different generations and their unconventional life choices. On the face of it, it looks like a story celebrating feminism and mother-daughter relationship that would also make a commentary on the society's unreasonable and unrealistic expectations and dysfunctional families. The story starts with Anu, whose estranged mother Nayan falls into coma. As she begins reflecting on the strained relationship she has with her mother, the backstories of these characters unfold, revealing the bittersweet bond these three women have with each other. Overall, the plot focuses on how Anu resents Nayan, thinking she ruined her life, but doesn't realize how she's similar to her mother until Masha reveals that she believes her life was ruined because of Anu's choices. Nayan, the oldest of the three women, the mother of Anu and grandmother of Masha, is a well-renowned author who has a fallout with her first husband because her mother-in-law doesn't support her passion for writing. She divorces him and takes her kids along with her, causing them to lose connection with their father. Anu is a hot-tempered dancer/actress who initially looks more like an angsty teenager who's angry with anything and everything. But as we get to know more about her and delve deeper into why she loathes her mother so much, we start understanding where her anger stems from. Anu has been through a lot of difficult times in her life. In school, she was being singled out and humiliated by her class teacher and classmates because her mother was divorced. At home, she was being sexually abused by Nayan's second husband when she was just 14. And she was also a victim of domestic violence because of her first husband who beat her when she was 8 months pregnant with Masha. Masha, the youngest of the three, is currently pregnant and had married in a very traditional and conservative family. She is close with her mother and realizes that Anu has always been fiercely protective of her. However, as she never met her father, she was ridiculed in her childhood and was treated as an illegitimate child that has caused her to want a traditional family life for her child. And now, here's my biggest problem with this movie. These three women have been through so many traumatic times and events that nobody should ever have to go through, only for the script to make no commentary on this matter whatsoever. Instead, the movie concludes on this lukewarm sentiment that no parent is perfect, and that's why, instead of harboring hate for them, we should just see them as humans who are trying to give their children the best they can. Incidents like sexual abuse, domestic violence, etc. are too major and life-impacting for them to be brought up and sidetracked just like that. If the movie really wanted to conclude on the note on which it did, the writers could have chosen to use less life-devastating events to support their points. It is absolutely unfair to rile up the emotions of the viewers by bringing in such heavy topics and not even addressing them properly. Anu, Masha and Nayan had been through so many disturbing events in their lives, and despite that, the predators who were responsible for inflicting this pain on these women don't receive any kind of punishment. In fact, the script doesn't even put the blame on these perpetrators, but instead puts all the blame on the mothers for not being able to see what was going on with their daughters. Therapy was not even mentioned in the entire movie. Mental illnesses such as PTSD, Anxiety disorders, depression, etc. that could arise due to these events were never really brought up. We see Anu suffering from nightmares and anxiety, but nothing is done to provide her the support that she will need after going through all of this. As the protagonist of the movie, we see Anu's life being summed up in 3 or 4 harrowing, disjointed events. The movie doesn't explore how one event led to another and how the aftermath of one distressing incident could lead to the beginning of another. For example, Anu went through sexual abuse caused by Nayan's second husband, but we don't see how she coped through this period of life, or what happened after that man was no longer in Nayan and Anu's life. The movie also shows how Anu blames Nayan for quote-unquote ruining her life, and Masha also feels the same way about Anu. And the script attributes all this to the fact that the mothers are working women and single parents, which is absolutely wrong. Children raised by single parents can be just as happy and mentally healthy as children living with 2 biological parents. Whether a child has 1 parent or more, children do well when they have parenting that's nurturing, warm, sensitive, responsive, and flexible. It's just sad that the film brings out these very real issues and then maps them to all the wrong conclusions. Due to this, there was also a disconnect between the first and the second half of the film. It starts by creating space to talk about very pressing issues such as abuse and violence, but then midway changes gears and ends up commenting on the nature of mother-daughter duo. That is why the movie does a great disservice to its audience. By bringing these prevalent issues on the forefront, the movie claims to be progressive but does nothing when it comes to dealing with the aftermath of all the abuse. And that's why I would not recommend this movie to anybody. This movie definitely bags the #1 spot on things I wish I could unsee. That's it for this review today. If you have watched this movie, feel free to tell me your opinion in the comments down below. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more reviews and rants. I'll see you soon in a new video. Bye!